everybody, this is George with 3N Guitars, and I am sitting here with a great musician and good friend, John Eastman, who was born with a guitar in his hands. I'm pretty sure made for a very long delivery.
Very complicated.
And he has graciously come down to do a couple of demo videos on some recent guitars that I've built. Some of you have seen some of the other videos that I've done, and it's a lot of fun. But I built them. I'm not. I can play. But,
and do that very well, I might add.
But I don't play like that. So what we got here, we're going to go through a couple of guitars and some different videos. But our first guitar here today is the Strat version of these twin sister guitars. And what we got here is a 5-piece body. This is Ambrosia Maple with rock maple, and then Sapele Mahogany. It's a through ferrule design with Sapele Mahogany backplates and a 3-piece neck made out of mahogany and maple. And on the front here, and we got Gotoh Tuners. On the front here, we got a set of Warman Texas hot wound single coils, which are pretty nice sounding single coils. 2 dials, I don't see the point of 3 two-tone knobs, but that might just be me. 5-way switch. The neck is a 24 3/4 inch scale, and the fretboard is Wenge, which is an African long grain wood, which smells like chocolate when you're working with it, which is very odd. So John's going to run through some sounds here, and I hope you enjoy what you're hearing. So
yeah. Well, I love the shorter scale length on a Strat personally, because it definitely gives a warmth and body to the tone that sometimes the 25 and a half, you can lose that. It can end up sounding very thin and plucky. So the 24 definitely gives you kind of that more. So you get that instant kind of Texas sound that's really cool. That sometimes it's hard to get out of a regular Strat unless you put huge gauge strings and tune it down really low. So I'll just start and go through. We got the neck pickup here, so that's got a. Then the neck and middle. Kind of that typical nice, 2 and 4 position Strat setup. Yep. So the middle is nice and then the middle and bridge. So you instantly get that nice little snap. And then the bridge pickup on its own. And I love the way these pickups work together. There's a video by Warman where he describes his perfect Strat, and he said he always likes the neck to be nice and jazzy. He likes the middle to be kind of glassy, to where he can do that little. He likes the middle for his blues. That kind of stuff, and then the middle and bridge, he likes that telly thing, so you can get that. So you can kind of do all that, and then the bridge pickup has got that really nice searing stuff. Now, on the bridge, typically Strat pickups for me, they get too thin. They get really they drop a lot of volume, no bass. This still has that. You can totally sit down and play the bass note, and you're not getting that, huge drop off. And of course, you can hear the sustain. I haven't hit the bass note again, but the cool thing is too, it's not ripping your head off, right? Which I think the shorter scale length and the woods you're using really come in cool with that. So I love to use, the bridge pickup. You put enough gain on it, you can kind of get that. rock out with it and it doesn't, you know,
No, that's awesome.
whine out on you.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love the neck shape. The neck on it reminds me of kind of like a 65 Strat. It's got that nice V to it. Not quite a C, but it's got a really cool. Now,
Yeah.
what do you like to do as far as shaping the necks? Anything specific?
Everything is done by hand and feel. So it's a series of rasps and hand files, and I just try to make it feel right for the guitar.
Okay.
So this was a slightly thinner body guitar, and it kind of leans forward. So if you notice the back and the front horns, they're not cut straight. They have a little bit of a lean to them. So I wanted the neck to match the rest of the body. So it's not a beefy body. I didn't want a beefy neck.
Yeah.
So I won't say feminine, but definitely a
Yes.
I wanted an easy playing guitar.
Well, it's very comfortable for me. I honestly, it's small and comfortable, but I didn't notice it was small.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. This is actually a standard Strat is basically 13.5 inches wide.
Okay.
This is 11.5 inches wide.
Wow.
Yeah, but well, it might actually be closer to 12, but I started with about 12.5, and by the time you shape and round it, and just to give it a slightly more slender feel, you know, because sometimes you pick up a Strat and you see them on different videos, and it just looks like they have a brick on this side with a neck sticking out of it. And I wanted to, especially with the shorter neck, I wanted the body to match.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like a little guitar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's,
exactly. And the other thing I want to say I really like is the sculpted neck heel.
Yeah.
Here, some of these Strats and other
block.
You get the block thing where you hit here and then you're kind of doing this little trick to get up. You know, nothing worse than ruining a solo by kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then.
And we wanted all access, so even the carve inside here isn't straight. It's got a bit of it drops in. So when if your hand comes up, you're not caught with your elbow out. You can actually lean back into the.
I see that. Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, this one definitely gets my stamp of approval. I love this.
Oh, we'll give it a workout.
Let's see.